right. Recently, the supposed rapper Blueface, you know, I hesitate to call him a rapper these days and whatnot. He's just like a walking social experiment, along with the you know who. Recently he did a video with a bunch of pregnant women and shit, and Eryka Badu took exception to it, and called on the universe to do his thing because she felt that he was trash for doing that. Trolling his toxic pregnant girlfriend, Christian Rock. Okay? She's toxic. And I take issue with this and shit. I'm actually going to do another video about that. But I would like to address this. I'd like to address Ms. Badu and say that I love her music and I love her melodic voice. Okay? I've always loved that. And then later on, I loved that big old ass she had. Okay? All right? I loved it. She outclassed her own fucking daughter. Which probably she shouldn't have been doing as a supposed matriarch and shit. We all will talk about how when guys get with her, they're never the same. And I can see that and shit, but whatever. All right, I'm getting tired of this bullshit. All right, Christian Rock is not a victim. Okay, Ms. Badu, you're not a victim. Okay, stop living vicariously through a monster. Okay. And yeah, I know she's pregnant, okay, and she's been doing a lot of suspect shit since she got knocked up. Since she decided to baby trap, an idiot. Okay, she decided to have that baby. I don't know how she didn't pop up pregnant all these other times and shit. You're not gonna throw shade at her for the nasty ass sex tape that they put out. Okay, that somehow got leaked, quotation marks and set. Had the misfortune of seeing that. Okay, somebody sent me a link and I looked at it and well, what can I say? Right? I think you should mind your own business when it comes to this. The universe is going to do its thing on both of them. Okay, Christian Rock is found the path of least resistance and shit, and I can't say that it's any new idea and whatnot. Just when you feel yourself losing control, you're a raging sociopath, a raging narcissist and shit, a monster, psycho, who's violent, who's not above using her fists on men and women and everything in between. Your go-to play when the nigga's finally gonna get out, when he's finally tired and shit, in the case of Blueface, he was so tired that he offered her $100K to get out of the relationship, a year or so ago. Okay? And then now she's pregnant. Alright, she's pregnant and drinking. And doing all kind of shit and hanging out and shaking her ass. You're cool with that? Okay, you cool with her walking around with her belly out, and her yeehaw showing and shit and all this crap and going on stage and shaking her ass with Glorilla and fucking Cardi B and all these other motherfuckers. Do you think this is a good example of motherhood and shit? Do you think that is? I guess, where is the divine feminine? Okay, I want the divine feminine to come down and fix this shit. Okay, I'm begging. I'm just a humble man a straight cisgender man. Is asking the divine feminine to fix this shit in our community. Okay? Does anybody think it's cool? I'm not asking Eryka Badu what she thinks. Okay, we know that she's out there in outer space somewhere near a black hole and shit. That black hole might be her peace sleeve because a lot of niggas fell in that shit and came back, different and shit. The fucking event horizon between her legs, and she got nerve to sit up and talk shit. Okay? Not calling her toxic, but I don't have to. Look at her record, okay? Look at her track record. And look at that dumbass video where she's walking around taking all her goddamn clothes off and there was kids and shit out there. She didn't give a fuck about that. If I was out there with my toddler son, I would say something to her. I'd be like, hey, thanks, Miss Badu, thanks. I didn't want my son to see this shit. I wanted his growth and everything to be natural, okay? Without you interjecting your situation on people. Okay, nobody's talking. You live a privileged lifestyle and shit that other people don't live and shit. You don't seem to have any discernment, even though you have a bunch of children and shit. You haven't learned discernment to look at a person and see a victim. Okay? Whether you like it or not, Blueface is a victim of Krishan Rock and shit, okay? Right? She's a predator. She's violent. She's a sociopath. She's known for putting her hands on people. I have a clip on Instagram right now of her socking a bitch on the red carpet and shit. And that I get likes on that thing every fucking day. You know, if Instagram actually reported my views, that would be a viral clip. Alright? I have a clip of that. It's viral. And this Krishan Rock being as heroic as she can be to you females, hiding behind a large burly security guard and reaching over and punching a girl in the head while she was talking to said security guard, punching her. And later on, there was a picture posted of the girl where she had a big ass lump on her head and a bruised eye, just from that single punch alone. All right, I want to get into the Krishan Rock because I'm not going to get into that right now because I'm going to make another video about that. But I wanted to talk to Miss Badu and call you a fucking hypocrite. Okay, and I don't know. You know, should you be considered a matriarch? And nobody's even talking about any of the weird shit you do or what you believe. No one's throwing aspersions on that. I simply say to the Divine Feminine, please comment. Please, we need you to fix this stuff. You know, at least calm it down, okay? These black women are headed to destruction. You know, they're on that self-destruction kick, okay? All right? This whole culture has got to go. All right? And I'm not saying that because I'm a fucking prude. I'm saying it because this shit is ridiculous, man. It feels like in the last fucking days. We're like fucking Sodom and Gomorrah shit. You want to tell me that you condone a pregnant ass woman walking out with her belly hanging out like a beer gut and shit, you know, just exposed, you know, and her going on stage shaking her booty in front of a giant, you know, just think of the stimulus on that child in her belly and shit. Okay, you guys always talking about how black men make babies, mamas. We make them. How can we make them if you don't open your fucking legs? And that's what Krishan Rock did. She decided to baby trap this nigga, and I guess the shit backfired, but she'll always have her claws into him. Don't worry. You want the universe to do that thing and shit. It's here in the form of Krishan Rock because she will finish her mission to destroy or kill this man. Alright? And you have a nice day, ma'am. Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, what the fuck?
Y'all ready? Let's go.
Creatively killing the auto war. I take no aim for every battle. You gotta know what you're fighting for. Knew my opponent was in the mirror. Creatively killing the auto war.
If we had a good night, did you fuck me?
We just left the bowling
Did
alley.
you fuck me?
This message has been paid for by the Dusties. Yes, the niggas you love to hate.